Hey guys, um, today's afterthought video is going to be about. I'm going to combine two. One is House of Dead 1 and House of Dead 2. There's not much to talk about, so I decided that I'll just combine them and do them both since they're are essentially the same thing. First, House of Dead 1. First, I really like House of Dead 1. House of Dead series. One because, like I said, I said it in my House of Dead video. It's the very first arcade game I ever played, and I played it at Palladium. It's essentially, and and for those who I don't know if it's still around, but Palladium is essentially like a giant arcade. I don't know if it's still around now, but it has a lot of nostalgia for me. Now I really like one. Sleep of the Scientist is fun. It's hard, actually. To be honest, the only real hard one is the first two scientists that appear at the beginning of the game outside the mansion because you have to quick shot it. You have to like shoot one and then shoot the other, right? And unless you're fast, the scientists are dying. One of the scientists are dying, or both. Um, I also like the cheat assessment thing that it has. So basically, House of Dead One has a cheat function where you can cheat as long as you have a certain amount of achievements. So you gotta beat the game, save the scientist, right? So, um, so I think, which I think is fair because you have to beat the game fairly at least once before you can even use the cheats because you need to complete a certain amount of achievements. I think it's 10, 5 to 10, right? For the first two which I believe is infinite ammo, which is very important. I suggest you use the cheat even if you want to play fairly because I'm telling you right now, reload, reload, reload. That gets super annoying super fast. So just even if you want to play player, use the infinite ammo code because that load reminder gets old fast fast. So even just using the infinite ammo cheat alone is well worth it because the game is House of Dead One is fun, uh, and you have to beat the game a lot because you need a lot. You have to save all the scientists and all the other stuff to even be able to even use the good ones because you have to unlock because there are things like unlock all the weapons and infinite ammo, one shot kill, right? And I think you need like 20 achievements. I think to unlock all the good cheats. So despite it by being cheats, I think it's fair because you have to work to unlock them, right? Right. Um, Now, as for House of Dead 2, by the way, these are the remakes, right? The remakes, just to clear, remake. House 2, I think I really like House of Dead 2 too. I think that compared to House of Dead 1, House of the Dead 2 is more forgiving in terms of the scientists, but I also think they're also more creative, creative too. Like, in it, but what I mean by easier, it's like they're more spread out, right? In my opinion, right? Now there are a few, right? Because like in House of Dead One, right? Some of the scientists are like hidden behind like destructible closets and stuff, which you can miss, right? Which you can miss. But in House of Dead Two, majority of a lot of scientists are out in the open. They're not really hidden in any like secret compartments or anything. So I it's more forgiving because as long as you shoot well and shoot fast, 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 um, you're not gonna have you're not gonna miss a scientist, right? Um, Now I talked about this when I was doing the playthrough. There is one frustrating thing. No, about the House of Dead 2. I mentioned it in the playthrough, but I want to mention it here too. For those who don't know, House of Dead 2 has a clear game clear cheat thing. Now, for those who don't know what it means, that when you beat the final boss, there is a small chance that a cheat code will appear on your screen. Right now, from what I understand, it's about 20% chance, maybe even 10%. Right, when you fight the final boss, you get a cheat code. Now, uh, my retarded self played the whole game, chapter 1 to I think 8, I believe, like over and over and over again, and only until I think after unlocking what I think one or two or maybe three cheats did I realize that you can start the game at chapter 8 and just play chapter 8 over and over and over again. I didn't know this at first. I thought I had to play the whole game over and over and over again, which stressed me out. Which is why I went crazy I went crazy hard with all the whole bunch of cheats during my House of Dead 2 playthrough, because I just went over and over again. I just want to blow streams and just kill all the zombies and save everyone and stuff. Right, but eventually I did figure it out that you can start a new game, start at chapter 8, and just play the final level over and over and over again. Which even that got frustrating because I didn't know how many cheats there were, so I didn't know if I should continue. So eventually I just rage quit and said, no, that's enough. I picked the codes that I got, infinite ammo and one shot kill and invincibility, and then and then I was like, you know what, that's enough, and I just stopped. And then that's when I did my last playthrough of the game. Um, of the game. Uh, of the game. I mean, so out of the two, I do prefer House of Dead 2 just because the scientists are easier to find. They're all out in the open. There's nothing, you know. Saving the scientists is easier. The missions are shorter, right? Well, not the, well, I don't know if I say missions, but the levels are shorter and it's easier to get through. And I think the bosses are less annoying. Well, except for the first one where the night guy, where you face the night guy and you have to shoot the little demon imp guy. Aside from him, I think all the bosses I feel like are maybe a little bit little bit easier. Because shooting that imp can get annoying. Shooting that imp can get really annoying. 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 But over that, yeah. It's a fun, but overall, I think House of Dead 1 and 2 remake is fun. Uh, Now I haven't played the original except one time at Palladium, House of Dead 1. I never played House of Dead 2. I never played the original House of Dead 2. So all I can really say is what my thoughts about the remakes. Overall, I enjoyed it. A little frustrating, but once I learned, that you can start at level 8 and just do that over and over again, it's not that bad. And yeah, I think that covers House of Dead Afterlife's 1 and 2 remake. Well, I hope you enjoyed the short video, and hope you guys have fun today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.